Once we're in the descent, the first area that we have to deal with is the Stalker Hallway, where we get Lev's gas mask. So in order to best equip ourselves for that, we're going to come over to the left and grab a brick, just to make sure we can stun anyone who gets in our way. And then we're going to go and get the gas mask, which will then obviously trigger the stalkers to spawn in.
Looks good. All right, back to Lev.
Now, rather than trying to fight your way through here, as with the stalker officers when you're playing as Ellie, we let the initial stalker go by first, and then we're going to run. Dodge and get our way out. Now that dodging can be tricky. It's not an easy way through, certainly, but it is easier than trying to fight off every single one by one. Now, once you've done that, be aware that once you've gone back to Lev, all the stalkers in that area will despawn and there will be more areas open. So if you do want to loot anything, wait until the cinematics ended, and then you can go back in
Abby, what about that?
without having to worry about a single infected. And as a result, you can grab the pills that are lying around. The extra 2 pistol bullets by that dead guy. And if you so fancy, the parts that are in this cupboard as well. Once you're down the fire hose with Lev and into the main section of the broken building, there are 2 ways through this really. One slow, one very fast. I'm going to cover each of them in order. So we're going to start with the slow way, and we're going to get the loot along the way and stay safe. So where you see stalkers in the walls that you know are going to pop out, a headshot will take care of them before they come out. There's not much else on this upper level, so we're going to jump down. Now there's a sleeping clicker across the gap, and it can leap. So in the event that we alert it, we're going to have shotgun ready for safety. But what we want to do is come across this beam. We don't have to worry about the other stalker coming out as long as we don't touch the cordyceps tendrils. So we can aim at the clicker, aim at the top of its head to make sure that the bow hits. And then with that dead, you can safely headshot the other stalker. Now, if you squeeze through into this bathroom and then walk along to the other bathroom, you can get the flamethrower. The flamethrower will always be given to you at the bottom of this broken building either way, but you can get it early here. kill this stalker. There's an extra health kit there, so if you do need it, you can grab that. And there's some more alcohol there as well. And then once you're done, simply go back across the beam through. Now we can drop down. And if we crawl into this area with clickers, you don't have to interact with them at all. Although again, if you want your guns out for safety, it's fine, but you should be able to come in, crawl through, as long as you don't get too close to them. Grab the extra flamethrower ammo. And then leave them be. Across here, there's a shambler in this room. Don't really want to bother with, so we're going to leave that one.
I hate this.
Go across the balance beam. Leap down. And then again, you can take out the stalker. That will awaken all of the other infected. But they shouldn't perceive you. There's another canister in here. And then as soon as you drop down to this level, they basically all despawn. Now, alternatively, if you want to get through this area quick, then what we want to do is once we're over here, we're going to sprint straight around, jump to the lower floor, sprint around, leap across to where the clicker is, sprint away from it, come out the door, drop to the right, jump here, jump across this gap, aim ourselves towards the lower area, dodge off, and then dodge to the bottom. This way we get no loot, but it only takes a matter of seconds.
Are you doing all right? Yeah. Are you? If I'm being honest.
Now that can be scary, and obviously if you miss the jump or you go the wrong way, you will plummet to your death. Or if there's nothing that you really want there, it can be very efficient. And, as mentioned, you still get the flamethrower at the bottom of the stairs.
What'd you get? What do dragons do, love? Breathe fire?
Now, when we push through this door, we're going to be in a hallway filled with clickers and with a bloater at the end. And all we are going to do is we're going to run straight down the hallway to the elevator. If you are playing this on the PlayStation 4 or on a lower frame rate, you can get away with running around to the left of the bloater to do this. Or if you're doing it on a higher frame rate, then you need to run around to the bloater's right for the same result. Because if you run around to the left on a higher frame rate, there is a risk of getting caught by the bloater before you finish the elevator opening animation. So, let's demonstrate. I'm going to do the QTE door push. And immediately sprint. Go around to the bloater's right. And then the elevator QTE. And we're through. You can go through that area slower by crawling around various routes if you want some there's a couple of additional things in terms of a rifle bullet and some blades and stuff, but not very much. And also you will have to use resources in order to kill the clickers, because you can't get through without killing any of them unless you go one specific route, which doesn't really yield any loot anyway. So there's not really a reason to not do the running strategy, even though at first glance it can seem terrifying. It's actually remarkably consistent. And then also just to mention that dodging forward off there will always bring you down safely. You can't fall through the gap unless you are already on the lower elevator. Once you've turned the power back on in the hospital, you will go out into this corridor and there will be 3 clickers, 2 of which will burst out into the main corridor, 1 of which will stay asleep. And there are 2 stalkers in the walls if you haven't already killed one of them whilst moving around before pulling the power on. Now, if you simply want to get out of here, then it's good to make sure that you have a brick or a bottle handy. And then as Abby comes through this door, we're going to immediately hold sprinting forward, equip the brick, hesitate, break that clicker, and then run. It's important that we get the stall on that first clicker when it's right in the door, so it blocks the other one. And that gives us the space to leave, like so. Alternatively, if that's a bit too scary, then we can take them all out. Depending on your resources, there may be different ways of doing this. But if you don't feel confident getting into an immediate battle with them, after they break out, crouch and go back into the doorway here. And then you can kind of bide your time and wait. The angle can make it tricky to hit them. Especially if you're trying to do silently. And you do want to hit them in the head with the crossbow, otherwise it'll just alert them and send them running towards you. Well, once you've got 2 of them, the third one becomes an easier prospect. If it's still asleep, you can just sneak up to it. If it's awake, this, then it's more difficult. But one good trick for clickers is equip the brick, smash it in the face, and then you can immediately kill it even without a melee weapon.
Should make things easier. And where the fuck are these medical supplies?
And then you can look around and loot to your heart's content. And again, if you don't feel confident dealing with the stalkers once they're out and about, just shoot them dead while they're still in the walls. Like so. So, before we trigger the Rat King by opening the drawer and getting the health kit, we've got 53 in the flamethrower. We've reloaded it, so it's fully loaded. Our rifle has been reloaded. We've got 2 hunting pistol rounds. We'd normally have more than 2, but 2 will do. And we shouldn't need them, but we also have 7 pistol rounds. I've got 4 pipe bombs crafted. I'll need 2 of them for the Rat King itself, and then I will craft another 2 and then use 4 in total on the Rat Prince, as well as this bottle. So that's everything that I've got going into this. So the first part of the Rat King encounter is a scripted chase. And it's only once we've hit him with an axe where we're really into the combat. So before then, we're just going to run away. Now what I like to do after this wall wrap here, whilst running away towards the house, is I will equip the flamethrower just so I'm doubly certain that it's the weapon that I will be holding when we're down on the level floor. Once we've got it, we want to use it to set the Rat King on fire, hopefully, because that will make all the other weapons do extra damage.
Come on!
One pipe bomb, one hunting pistol, one pipe bomb, one hunting pistol is the combination after he's set on fire. And then a few rifle bullets should finish the job for phase 1. Always keep your distance, don't let them get too close.
You. Both of you.
Reload the rifle, but we're gonna finish the rest of the flamethrower once he's through these doors.
You like that?
Now, unfortunately, that didn't seem to be enough to set it on fire. So we're going to have to pump a few more bullets into him than we might otherwise. But that's fine. Just use the environment. And if you listen out for the Rat Prince's audio cues in case he tries to grab you. But yeah, wouldn't have had to use anywhere near as many bullets as I did. It would have been a handful of rifle rounds, but I think I used slightly too much flamethrower in the first phase. It's not a huge deal, however. As you see, he does still go down pretty easily. It's just that if he's on fire in both phases, that makes it so much quicker. And then once he's dead, we can clean up anything we might need from here. What I tend to want to go in to the rat prince fight with is at least 2 shotgun bullets and 4 pipe bombs. There's an extra health kit if you need it as well. We don't, we haven't taken any damage. And as you can see, we've got far more than we actually need here. So for Rat Prince, what we're going to do is shoot him twice with the shotgun, and then when he runs away, we're going to throw 4 pipe bombs at him. And then after that, we're going to throw a bottle at him and hit him while he's stunned. And that should be the end of him. Easy peasy. You'll notice I waited before throwing the last pipe bomb because he was behind this shelf. Even if the lock on for the throw does lock on, there is a risk of the pipe bombs bouncing back from environmental obstacles like this, so don't blow yourself up when trying to blow up the Rat Prince. And it makes life so much easier. But there we go. That's Abbey Day 2. If you enjoyed this video, then give it a like and consider subscribing to keep up to date with all my content. Like the video that's just popped up, which YouTube thinks you should watch next. This is a Patreon and member supported channel, so if you want to become a member and unlock custom badges and emojis, early access to my videos, and your name in the credits, then click the join button below. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.